Hi, welcome to Moonlit Fly Fishing, Fly Tying Night tonight. I'm Brandon Moon. Tonight I'm going to be tying up a Purple Haze Spinner pattern. This is just a quick take on a Purple Haze combined with a spinner. The spinners are a phenomenal pattern to fish at the end of a hatch and Mayfly hatch, and so the Purple Haze is just a Mayfly imitation general attractor that you can fish during multiple different Mayfly hatches. So with that, we want to go ahead and get started. Let us know what you think at the end in the comments, and have a great night. The hook that we're going to be using today is the Moonlit Premium Toata ML12 in a size 14. We'll tie this anywhere from a size 14 to 20, even up to a size 12 on occasion. We'll start our thread at the 3/4 mark. We're using Simperfly Classic Wax 12/0 in purple. Wrap that all the way to the back end and leave the tag end. You can see I'm using Simperfly's Tailing Fibbets in Claret. I'm going to trim off 2 pieces here. And I'm leaving that tag end to help separate these tails. So I'm just going to even those tips out real quick. Hold them loosely, make sure that I'm able to just tap the tips nice and even. Now I'm going to measure my tail out, and I'm going to lay that just off to the side just a little bit, kind of at an angle, and then you'll see I'll give about 3 wraps, pull that right up on top. We'll do a couple more wraps just to secure it down. Now we're going to separate these fibbets, pull that tag end of thread through to help splay them out and keep them separated. Couple wraps over the top to secure it down. Now I'm going to trim out the tag end and the fibbets just up to that tying point. We'll finish securing that down all the way. Now I'm going to go back rearward towards the back. We're going to go almost to the back, but we'll stop just shy and do a couple wraps underneath the tail to help prop it up. Now I'm going to tie in a magpie wild barred goose premium goose biot or turkey biot. I'm going to moisten that up, and then I'm going to tie that in with the ridge side facing down. Wrap all the way to the front, then we're going to wrap towards the back, stopping short and then forward again. We love the Classic Wax thread because it lays flat. The 12/0 is a very thin diameter thread, so we can build up a nice smooth body without a lot of bulk in it. And we'll do that back and forth about 3 times to create the taper to this body. I'm going to half hitch this. Now I'm just going to take a little bit of glue. You don't have to do this, but I'm just going to put a dab of glue on that thread. And a little bit of glue helps hold that biot in place if you do get it, like if it falls out of your hackle pliers here. I'm going to use my hackle pliers, and I'm going to wrap this biot forward with open spiral wraps. And you can see that the ridge end is on the back. And I'm going to wrap that with nice even tapered wraps going forward up towards the front of the hook. I always go past where my tie-in point was so that when I secure this down, I've got that nice good body there. So we'll go over the top twice, in front, over the back again just to secure it down, and in front to lock it in one more time. I'm going to put my thread off to the side so I don't snip it when I'm snipping this out. I'm going to take my thread real quick and just kind of secure that down with a couple more wraps. We just want to make sure it's secured nice and good and even. Now I'm going to take some Uinta hog wing from Hogfish, and I'm just taking a very small clump, and I'm going to lay that kind of across it and secure it down with a good couple wraps over the top. Then I'll go in front and secure that down. Essentially, I'm just going to create a figure 8 set of wraps here. I'll trim this back piece off just so it's a little more manageable and not having to go around it as much. Now for the dubbing, we're going to take Moonlit's beaver dubbing in purple, and we're just going to put a small little dubbing noodle rope on here. We like the beaver dubbing because it dubs nice and tight. It's also nature's dry fly dubbing. It helps float the fly better than anything minus kapak dubbing, but we like the consistency of the beaver dubbing a little bit more. We're just going to put a nice small rope on there, and then I'm going to go right in the back, and then I'm going to figure 8 just like I had done before with my thread, but this time with my dubbing. And this is just going to help build up that thorax going around the wings and over the top and underneath the body, so it gives a nice smooth body there. Now I'm just going to take and whip finish this. I'm going to take and pull the wings back, give it a couple turn whip, secure that down, and then I'm going to trim it out with my razor blade. Now I'm going to measure my wings to the back end of the body, trim it out on both sides. If I miss a fiber or two, I can just trim it out. I trimmed this one a little bit shorter than I should have, so it's a little trickier to measure. We'll get that trimmed down. You can clean up any fibers here that you need to. Now we're going to trim from the front at an angle going inwards towards the body. You'll see it right here, and this is just going to give it more of a realistic mayfly wing profile. You can see how it creates that. The fibers like it is going to help give it a translucent effect as well. You can use your hands just to kind of manipulate the fibbets any little bit you need to and clean up any of the rest. Thank you for watching our video for the Purple Haze Spinner. Have a wonderful evening.